Hello and welcome back to another Siege Mechanic Highlight. I'm your host, Professor Siege Captain, and today we are covering tunneling. Ever since walls were introduced to the game in the pre-alpha, the win-loss ratio has strongly favored the defense. They have a downright absurd advantage when it comes to siege warfare. In order to even up this win-loss ratio, the offense had to get crafty and exploit any mechanic they could. That is how the idea of tunneling came into existence. These pile of rocks known as walls were near impregnable back in the day. There was no siege weaponry strong enough to take them down reliably. Battering rams were easily countered with big rocks and fire, and it took a lot less troops to defend a position than it did to attack. The idea behind tunneling is not to go underneath the walls and get your troops in behind the walls. No. The idea of tunneling is to destroy the enemy defenses. This is achieved by measuring your distance very carefully, tunneling underneath their walls, and once underneath, you're gonna widen your tunnel underneath their defenses. As you tunneled, you're gonna have built wooden supports to make sure the tunnel didn't collapse on you. But once you want the tunnel to collapse, set fire to those wooden supports, bringing the tunnel down and the structures above them with it. Tunneling proved to be a really strong exploit and was used in the game for over 2,000 years. First, it was introduced in the 9th century BC patch by the Assyrian faction, and from them, it spread out into the entire play server. If you find yourself on the receiving end of a tunnel, the best way to counter it is with another tunnel. You can employ listening devices like drums or water to locate the enemy tunnel, then dig your own tunnel towards theirs. You can either meet them in the underground for some hand-to-hand combat, or dig underneath their tunnel, build those wood supports like I said, set fire to them, and collapse their tunnel into yours. Regardless, when you find yourself at your next siege, make sure you employ tunnels and use them to their greatest effect. That concludes today's Siege Mechanic Highlight. Stay tuned for future videos if you want to be the most informed general on the siege battlefield.